A big New England welcome from Portland, Maine. This is good old JR Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler.
I've never seen a crowd so fired up, JR. They can't wait to get started, and neither can I.
That makes two of us, King. I don't think Portland's going to know what hit it after tonight. I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted just watching these superstars compete.
I know what you mean, JR. I don't think most people appreciate what incredible athletes these WWE superstars really are.
You've got to have some excellent conditioning to be able to do what they do.
Well, that's the name of the game, JR. You got to keep moving. No dog ever peed on a moving car.
Oh, that's a lovely image, King. I'd ask you where you come up with this stuff, but I don't think I want to know, quite frankly.
You know, JR, everyone goes on and on about how great The Undertaker is, but I think he's overrated. It takes more than black lights and some dry ice to impress me.
How about a perfect record at WrestleMania, King? How about being a multiple-time WWE champion? Does that impress you?
Now, come on, JR. I'm not saying that the dead man doesn't have one or two impressive achievements to his name. I just think he's taken too seriously for a grown man who dresses like it's Halloween every day.
One or two? There's a reason they call him the Phenom, King. He's been one of the most dominant WWE superstars for his entire career. He came in at the top, and he stayed there ever since.
Well, The Undertaker might have had a pretty good ride, but I think it's only a matter of time before someone buries the dead man.
He's a slippery devil. My God, would you look at the power of this superstar?
Here we go, Tombstone Piledriver.
He went straight for the pin. No flies on him. What a phenomenon is the animal Batista. You talk about a force of nature, you're looking at him right there.
Force of nature? More like freak of nature, if you ask me. The fact that Batista even considers himself a main eventer is ridiculous.
He's a multiple-time heavyweight champion, King. In my book, once you wear that title around your waist, you've made it in this business.
Come on, JR. Haven't you ever heard of a fluke champion? Batista got lucky. You don't get into the Hall of Fame for being lucky.
No, you don't. And you don't get there on a fluke. But Batista's the real deal. And that's why it wouldn't surprise me one bit to see him inducted after a long and distinguished career. Oh, my! Looks like someone's been busted wide open. This can't be good.
You're right. It's not good. It's great. They're not holding anything back.
We knew these superstars weren't going to be easy on each other, but this is too much.
You're not going to win a match by insulting your opponent.
No, but having the crowd behind you can certainly get the adrenaline pumping.
Uh-oh. Come on. You got to stop this guy before he really gets going.
I don't think... Oh, that's a long way down. This one could be over.
Oh, man. Don't tell me he's about to do what I think he's about to do.
Tombstone Piledriver. My God, what an impact. We could be looking at a pinfall here, folks. 2, 3.
Did you ever think you'd be watching...
I'm Michael Cole. This is JB Allen. We welcome you to Portland, Oregon. It's been a long time since we've come to Portland, and it's great to be back.
The Rose City's going to get his face rocked tonight, and I, for one, can't wait.
And neither can these fans. We better get started, or we might have a riot on our hands.
I think it'd have more respect.
There's the cover.
1, 2.
Nice reversal. There's a lot of things under the ring, and all of them hurt. I don't think that chair is going to be good for much after this match.
Well, it's good for what he's using it for, and that's all that matters.
I think we might be looking at the future of the WWE in this ring tonight.
Wouldn't surprise me one bit. This crowd is really swelling this guy's head.
2.
There's no doubt that these fans love him, and he's feeding off that energy right now.
1, 2.
I don't think anyone in this match has even considered that they might not walk out the winner.
3.
Of course not. That's the kind of attitude that gets you beat quicker than anything.
And that's something I don't think people realize. The mental conditioning of the WWE superstars is just as impressive as the physical. Look out! The referee's been knocked down!
And this is where things start getting interesting. Oh, the ref's out like a light. Anything goes now.
Unfortunately, you're right. There's no one to enforce the rules until the ref revives. Boy, Mr. Kennedy certainly has a high opinion of himself.
You say that like it's a bad thing. There's nothing wrong with being proud of your accomplishments.
I'm not saying that there is, but there's a time for talk and there's a time for action.
Do you hear him talking right now? Because I don't. It looks to me like he's taking your advice, not that he needed it. You know, there's such a thing as playing to the crowd too much, and that's what I'm seeing here.
I disagree. He's wrestled this match his way all along, and now we see it paying off.
You can show off for the crowd if you want, but all that does is let your opponent rest up.
Actually, I think it's a great display of confidence on the part of this great superstar.
I don't think there's a superstar on the roster with as much drive and determination as Matt Hardy, and he's looking to finish this off right here.
That could do it. The twist of fate. I'm a huge fan of MVP. The guy is the future of sports entertainment.
Sounds like you bought into this hype. I'm still waiting for MVP to prove that he's as good as he says he is.
Have some patience. Rome wasn't built in a day, you know. I've been looking forward to this match all night.
So have I. It's certainly been one of the most anticipated matchups in recent weeks.
And usually when you got that kind of hype, it's tough to live up to expectation, but these superstars aren't having any trouble doing that.
They sure aren't. And that's an impressive thing in and of itself. Watching these superstars go at it reminds me why I prefer to stay on this side of the announce table.
You know, if you let me train you, you could be cruiserweight champ inside a year.
Oh, no. I've heard stories about the way you train people. You make Marine drill instructors look like pushovers.
Are you surprised? They're just training people to go to war. I train them to be WWE superstars.
Well, thanks but no thanks, partner. I think I'll stick to announcing for now. I certainly don't envy the referee in this match.
No kidding. No matter what call you make, you're going to get on the bad side of at least one superstar.
And that's about the last place you want to be if you're not a superstar yourself. Trust me, I know.
No matter where he goes, Jeff Hardy always enjoys enthusiastic fan support.
Talk about adding insult to injury. And these fans love it.
Yeah, but you got to worry more about the injury and less about the insult till the match is over. Man, you just can't put anything over him. Come on, quit showing off. This is a wrestling match, not a popularity contest.
We've seen this before. He's been wrestling his... I think he's going to fly.
Here's the pin.
1, 2, 3.
Mr. Kennedy's got it all. He's got the...
A big New England welcome from Portland, Maine. This is good old JR Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Long.
I've never seen a crowd so fired up, JR. They can't wait to get started, and neither can I.
That makes two of us, King. I don't think Portland's going to know what hit it after tonight. Look at this. Look at this. You talk about a house of fire, you're seeing it right here.
Yeah? Well, somebody better put out that fire, or this one's not going to end well. Oh, no! This is terrible! You can't let your opponent build this kind of momentum!
Well, all I can say is someone's been eating the...
Here's the pin! Could this be it?
What? This capacity crowd is solidly behind their superstar. Look at this!
Wow! Could you be any more biased, JR? How about some fair and balanced commentary? After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try this stuff themselves.
That's for damn sure, King. The WWE superstars are trained professionals.
And even they don't walk away from every match in the best shape.
They sure don't. We've seen more than one superstar get out of here on a stretcher. These top rope moves are always difference makers, for better or worse.
Flat on your back with your shoulders on the mat is no place to be. You can look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more incredible athletes than the WWE superstars.
You're not wrong, King. They compete every... Oh, boy. The adrenaline is pumping. I think this could be the beginning of the end.
No, it can't end like this. Come on, do something, quick!
Ashley is one of the most beautiful and athletic divas it has ever been my privilege to watch.
Beautiful and athletic. That's everything I look for.
And here's the pin. There's no room for error when you're on the top rope. I've got a feeling that this has all the makings of an instant classic.
That's probably just gas, JR. Here we go, JR. She's looking to put her opponent away.
And that facebuster could do it right there.
I don't think these superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each other tonight.
That's not what they signed up for, King. And quite frankly, I think these fans would be disappointed if they didn't go all out.
That's easy for the fans to say. They've never set foot inside that ring.
No, but they spend their hard-earned dollars to watch what goes on inside it. And without them, we'd all be out of the job. I've got a feeling this is going to make her fans very happy.
You're right about that, JR. What a face buster!
1, 2, 3. This is Raw action at its finest.